Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're tackling a subject near and dear to billions around the world, the beautiful game football. But have you ever stopped to wonder where this game, with all its complex rules and passionate fans, came from? Join me as we dive deep into the fascinating history of football, uncovering its ancient origins, tracing its evolution through time, and exploring the moments that have made it the global phenomenon it is today. Let's kick things off. To truly understand football, we need to hop in a time machine and journey back centuries, way before fancy stadiums or televised matches. The ancient Greeks had a game called episkiros, which involved two teams trying to get a ball into opposing goal areas. Over in ancient Rome, they had harpastum, a game played with a smaller ball that emphasized passing and teamwork. And let's not forget about the Chinese, who had kuju, a ball game dating back over 2,000 years that was used for military training and entertainment. These ancient games, while different from modern football, show us that kicking a ball around for fun and competition is a concept ingrained in our history. But how did we get from these ancient games to the structured sport we know and love today? For that, we need to fast forward a few centuries and head over to England. Fast forward to England, where things start to get really interesting. Early forms of football in England were chaotic, with massive games, very few rules, and matches that could last for hours, sometimes even days. Villages would compete against each other, and the goal was often just to get the ball to a specific landmark, regardless of how many bruised shins or broken windows it took. These chaotic matches often led to injuries, property damage, and general mayhem. Some English monarchs even tried to ban the game because they thought it was too violent and disruptive. But despite the attempts to suppress it, football's popularity in England just kept growing. Eventually, a push for more structure and organisation began to emerge. Imagine a time before dedicated football stadiums, televised matches, or even professional players. The early 1800s in England saw football transitioning from chaotic folk games to a more organised sport. Pubs became hubs for football enthusiasts to gather, share their love for the game, and establish some ground rules. These pub-based gatherings led to the formation of some of the earliest football clubs. One of the most significant milestones in this era was the establishment of Sheffield Football Club in 1857, widely considered the world's oldest football club. They played a pivotal role in formalising the rules, moving away from the rough-and-tumble nature of folk football towards a more structured game. As more clubs sprung up, so did the need for a governing body to oversee the sport, leading to the creation of the Football Association in England in 1863. This marked a pivotal moment as the FA codified the rules, standardized the game, and set the stage for the global phenomenon football would become. With football gaining traction in England, it was only a matter of time before this beautiful game spread its wings and soared across international borders. Enter FIFA, the Fédération Internationale de Football Association, founded in 1904. This marked a monumental step in unifying the sport on an international level, establishing a governing body to oversee the growing number of national teams and international competitions. The inaugural FIFA World Cup, held in Uruguay in 1930, was a testament to the burgeoning global passion for the sport. 13 nations, each with their own style and strategy, came together to compete for the title of world champions. With each subsequent tournament, the World Cup's legend grew, becoming a spectacle like no other, a platform for national pride, individual brilliance, and unforgettable moments of sporting history. The World Cup is a treasure trove of stories. Decades of competition have given us moments of pure genius, heartbreaking defeats, and nail-biting finishes that have left fans on the edge of their seats. Who could forget the legendary Pelé bursting onto the scene as a teenager in 1958, leading Brazil to victory? Or the magic of Maradona in 1986, captivating the world with his dribbling skills and that infamous Hand of God goal? Each World Cup brings its own flavour, its own set of heroes and villains, its own chapter in the ever-evolving story of football. From the roar of the crowd to the gasp-inducing goals, it's a tournament that showcases the very best of humanity's passion, sportsmanship, and love for the beautiful game. But the story of football isn't just about the grand stage of the World Cup. It's also about the constant evolution of the game itself. Now, you might think that once the rules of football were established, things stayed pretty much the same. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Football is a living, breathing sport, constantly adapting and evolving. The introduction of the offside rule in the 19th century was a game changer, literally. Penalties were introduced in the late 1800s as a way to penalize fouls within the penalty area, adding another layer of drama and excitement. From the introduction of yellow and red cards to the recent implementation of VAR, Video Assistant Referee, football's rules have been continuously refined to ensure fair play, enhance the flow of the game, and keep things interesting. These changes weren't always without controversy, but they all played a role in shaping the sport into the dynamic, strategic, and captivating spectacle it is today. For far too long, the incredible story of football was told through a single lens, focusing primarily on the men's game. But the rise of women's football has been nothing short of remarkable. From its humble beginnings in the late 19th century, facing societal barriers and limited opportunities, women's football has fought tooth and nail for recognition, respect, and its rightful place on the world stage. Pioneers like Nettie Honeyball, who founded the first recognised women's football club in England in 1894, and Lily Parr, a prolific goalscorer who challenged gender norms with her extraordinary talent, laid the groundwork for generations to come. The FIFA Women's World Cup, first held in 1991, marked a watershed moment showcasing the incredible skill, athleticism and determination of female players on a global platform. To say that football has had a cultural impact is like saying the sun is kind of warm. Football is more than just a game, it's a cultural phenomenon that has woven itself into the very fabric of societies worldwide. When entire cities come to a standstill during a World Cup final, when rivalries transcend borders, when a single goal can spark celebrations in the streets, you know you're dealing with something that runs deep. Football has this incredible ability to bring people together, to transcend language, culture, and socio-economic barriers. It's a shared passion, a common ground where differences fade away. And for 90 minutes, plus stoppage time of course, everyone is united in the thrill of the game, but it's also a powerful tool for social change. Football has the power to inspire, to unite, and to spark conversations that extend far beyond the pitch. All right, football fanatics, it's time to test your knowledge. Did you know that the fastest recorded goal in football history was scored in a mere 2.4 seconds? Or that the highest scoring football match ever recorded ended with a mind-boggling score of 149-0? We've got stories of players scoring goals with their hands, referees making questionable calls, and matches that were decided by the most bizarre twists of fate. As we stand at the precipice of a new era in football, one question looms large. What does the future hold for this beloved game? Technology is poised to play a pivotal role. From advancements in sports science and data analytics to virtual reality training simulations, the fusion of football and technology is creating a whole new ballgame. The rigid formations of the past are giving way to more fluid dynamics approaches, with coaches constantly innovating and experimenting to gain a competitive edge. But amidst all the advancements and innovations, one thing remains constant: the unwavering passion of the fans. Well folks, there you have it, a whirlwind journey through the incredible history of football. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of football, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more sports-related content. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, keep those football conversations going.